Here we are again. As you can tell by my wet hair and messy bun and random shirt that I'm wearing, I was not expecting to make this video tonight, so I apologize for my messiness back there. Like, who lives here? What? That's nasty. But my name is Chelsea. If you have not watched my videos before, I'm sure you probably haven't. But I'm Chelsea. Hello, thanks for coming. I have like 14 million other Kuckain videos because the kid's a dumbass. I am very blunt. I apologize if you do not like that. And if that, actually no, I apologize if that offends you. Also, disclaimer, if you do comment something dumb down below, it will be used in a reading mean comments video. So there's that for you. If your name is Edith Rubio, I miss you, girl. I miss you in those mean comments. I don't know where you've been. I'm worried. I'm honestly worried. So let's just get into this. So tonight, John Kuckain made another video about my dear friend Peter Mon. I love him to pieces. He has helped me more than he even knows. First video about all of these crazy allegations about Peter had pretty much backfired. And everyone kind of was just like, no, we're not dealing with your bullshit. This is not okay. And almost all of YouTube and a lot of huge creators that John has dumped on in the past, and even ones that he hasn't even talked about before, came, to Peter's defense, and we all really rallied together. Not that I'm a big YouTuber or anything like that. I am not, girl, calm down. This video of mine is not just gonna be me yelling at the camera and being aggressive. Instead, we're gonna go over a bit of John's video. If you did not watch his video, don't go give him that AdSense money. Instead, just listen. Just stay here or go on Twitter. Literally everyone is talking about it. One of the first things he said, and I have my notes on here, so I'm looking down because my computer and monitors right here. One of the first things he said though is, this video is not coming for anyone maliciously. I'll just let that sink in. That's not what this channel has been about, and that's not what Kuckain's courtroom has ever been about. What? It has been. And it always has been. This is the person who's saying this is the same person who, in almost every single video about Jeffree Star, calls him Lord Voldemort, calls him ridiculous other names. In one of his first videos about Jeffree Star, he said that he has STDs. He's so rude about all of these people and just makes these crazy allegations that aren't accurate and aren't true. Yet he's not being malicious. It's coming from a place of love, apparently. And then he continued to say that he was pretty much a pioneer with drama channels and that he really, broke the mold and made this niche himself, and that he doesn't want to be involved in anything negative. But then, this is literally his intro of a video making horrendous allegations about someone that are all fabricated. A little bit further into the video, or into his little intro, God forbid it's fucking 10 minutes long, he says Peter has said horrible things about him and his family for over a year. And I would like to point out that in December of last year was when he started this just hate campaign for no reason towards Peter. So he started that, and then Peter made one or two response videos, then didn't talk about him, just kept creating his own funny content. And then mid-year, probably, in the summer sometime, he made a video, titled it it was maybe July he did it. It was John Kuckain part 1, then part 1.5, and part 2. So those were 3 videos, and then didn't talk about him for another 4 or 5 months. And then his cosmetics line came out. Then he talked about it again. I don't understand where, what the hell John is even talking about. So this is what he does. He's setting you up for this video, putting it out there as if he's a saint. He's not negative like everyone else is in his genre of YouTube. So that's what he's doing. He's building you up to make it seem like everyone else is wrong. He's the one that's right. And then he's building it up so that he's the victim and Peter's this horrible person. He's building up this video with this long intro so that when he shows all this stuff, it's more believable. And he even says, he's not going to show anything graphic, which he kind of still does. But then he's smiling, creepily smiling when he starts to say that. Go look. I'll actually try to insert a screenshot or something. But he's smiling and smirking when he starts to say he's not going to show anything graphic.
Insisted of, no, I'm not going to show anything too graphic, like the video that I posted and put it onto my channel.
Super fucking creepy. I literally have in my notes here, why is he smiling when he says he's not going to show anything too graphic, ... That's weird. Another thing that Petty Paige mentioned in her video about John, which it was actually very well done. It was a fucking 50-minute video. She actually said in there, with these pictures, you don't know how old these people are. And I wanted to touch on that a little bit. Because 1, she mentions that there aren't any captions with it. 2, she mentions that you don't know how old these people are. They can look young, but be over 18. And that's completely legal. That's completely fine. For instance, I look like I'm 16 or 17 without makeup, without any makeup on at all. And I'm 26. Another thing that I wanted to touch on was that he says there was a privacy strike on that video. And he said, I didn't show any footage of the man, Peter, himself, yet he used Peter's name multiple times throughout the video. He also showed his name multiple times throughout the video. So he's trying to insinuate that because Peter did that kind of strike, or someone did that kind of strike on the video, to have it taken down, or to have something happen to it, that shows some type of guilt. No, dumbass. That's so that you could do anything to have that vile piece of garbage of content that you put up taken down. That's it. It just blows my mind. How does anyone believe this kid? And this one was my personal favorite. One main thing that I just couldn't get over was, if you have this crazy proof, this just all these receipts, this solid evidence that someone is a pedophile, why aren't you going to the authorities? Because in the beginning of his video, he even said, if you see something wrong, if you see something bad happening and you don't do anything, you're just as bad as those people. Making a video for profit on YouTube is not doing something about it. Going to the authorities is doing something about it. Now, he touches on that a little bit. He says why he doesn't go to the authorities. And he said, in his opinion and his experience, and before he even says the rest of that, he goes on in like probably 2.5 circles, how it's his opinion, he's entitled to his opinion, and his opinion's not wrong, no one's opinion's wrong, no one can tell him his opinion's wrong. It's his opinion. That apparently the police aren't always effective when dealing with these things. What are you even talking about? So we're just gonna keep this here. We need to make a point. I'm literally screaming in your ear. I'm really sorry. So you think that not going to the police is a good idea? John Kuckain Cohen. That is your real name, isn't it? Can the real John Kuckain Cohen please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. So my question is directly to you, John. No one else watching this video, just you, because I know that you watch my videos that are about you. I know you do. I know you make fake accounts. I know that you comment bullshit on them. I know that it was you that commented under one of my last videos and told me to choke on my dinner. I know that was you. I deleted that shit, by the way. Sorry, that was rude. So my question is, you yourself even stated, if you see something being done that's awful, that's horrible, and you don't do anything about it, you're just as bad. So I'm sorry to say this, John, but just because you make a video about something, that's not good enough. I challenge you to go to the police with your fabricated evidence, with your fabricated conversations. Honey, anyone can make up those conversations. You should have thought about that when you went through your little scroll conversation. It would have showed the date and the month and the year if those conversations were from over a year ago. It wouldn't have just shown the time. Come on. You're apparently a manipulative genius. I thought you would have known that. You're over, buddy.